To make this necklace, I'm going to be using this fine nylon beading thread. It's transparent and it's really easy to thread on beads. I'm also going to be using jump rings, one with a clasp attached. And some small beads. And some longer tubular beads. I don't really know what these are called, but you've probably seen them before. To get started, I'm going to thread on 2 of the small round beads. And then 1 longer tubular bead. And then 2 more of the small round beads. And then 1 of the jump rings. And once those are on, I want to find the ends of the cord and then just run it down until I've got the beads in the centre. So match up the ends and then just run the cords through your fingers until the beads are in the middle. And then I'm going to take one of my clips just to hold everything in place so it doesn't move about as I thread the next beads on. So next I'm threading on another tubular bead. I want one of the end cords going through one way, and then I want the other end cord going through the other direction through the same bead. And once both ends are threaded on, you can pull the bead through until it goes down to meet the rest of them. And once you get your second tubular bead in place, it should sit nice and snug against 2 round smaller beads. So you can use your clip again just to keep things in place as you thread on the next bead. I would normally attach it to the board here, but there's not enough to really clip it to the board at this point. So next you want to add 2 more little round beads. And then 1 of the tubular beads. And once you've repeated the second step a couple of times, it should start to look a little bit like this. At this point you can attach it to the board if you want to use one, because there's something to actually attach there. And you basically want to continue doing the second step all the way down until your necklace is as long as you want it. So each time I'm adding 2 small beads. And then 1 tubular bead. And then to the other side I just add 2 small beads. And once again, to connect it together, just take your tubular bead from the other side and thread your nylon cord through in the opposite direction. And then carefully pull both ends until all your beads are snug. This can be a little bit fiddly. If you work it carefully, it should go through okay. And then each time you're just going to create that little gap in the centre. And once you've repeated these steps until your necklace is as long as you want it, you can take your threads and just carefully adjust everything, make sure it's nice and tight, and then tie a knot at the end. And if you want to, you can add a little bit of glue here just to make sure everything stays secure. And then you can trim off your tail ends. So next you want to take your ribbon and then take your necklace and then weave the ribbon through the gaps that you made. Insert it into the first gap, and then bring it back up through the next one. And as you go along, just adjust it to make sure it's not twisting. And thread the ribbon back down through the next gap and then up through the next one and so on until you've got it to the end of your necklace. And once you've finished, you should end up with something that looks like this. You can use the ribbon to tie the necklace on here, and I've also put a clasp on. You don't have to do that if you don't want to, but I just think it makes things a little bit more secure. Sometimes a ribbon can come undone, and you don't want to be making big ugly knots in it to make sure it doesn't. So the clasp is there just as a backup. And that's your completed necklace.